Hello everyone! A close-up angle this time around? It's been a long time. I was about to do some World of Warcraft private server news since there's a lot of news that we gotta talk about. And just this announcement jumped out. Announced 2 minutes ago on Twinstar Helios. Dear players, after a long time we are having stability issues. It wasn't that long. Somebody is crashing server all over. We will fix it right away and server will be back up. Please give us approximately 15 minutes before we prepare and let the fix go live. Thanks for understanding. Somebody is crashing server all over. That sounds so unprofessional. How can a person keep crashing your server? And it's every single time some player is crashing the server and they're begging that player to stop. And there are people in the chat being like, oh, I crashed the server, look, I'll do it again. That is ridiculous. And by the way, Helios launch has been postponed. It's not happening tomorrow. It will be launching probably on Friday, unless they change it again. And they only delayed it like 2 days, just over 2 days before it was supposed to launch. So, a very professional from Twinstar team. Not even surprised anymore. So that's that. And then we have, let me show you, Stormforge just launched their newest realm today, a few hours ago. Netherwing, the TBC realm that I'm not going to be playing on. But as I predicted, proudly, I predicted to have a couple thousands of players online on launch, and it does. Have well over 4,000. It's not even crashing. It's been up for almost 3 hours with no crash, which is crazy. The factions seem to be pretty balanced too. There's even more alliance than there's horde, which is interesting. And it seems to have lowered the population on Mistblade. Looks like some people went over to Netherwing from Mistblade. Because Mistblade will usually have well over 3,000 players online, especially if it's Saturday evening. Now it's barely 3,000 online. So I think some people went to Netherwing and some people will probably leave for Twinstar Helios too. So Mistblade will probably never reach 3,000 in the foreseeable future, I'd say. But it's still a decent number. Even having almost 3,000 is really nice. Yeah, and if you want to watch the Netherwing launch day and what's going on there, you can visit Vincent ADK's YouTube channel. He's live streaming right now. So you can check it out there if you want to. Yeah, 4.6k on TBC, crazy, right? And some people said people are never gonna play it again. And here we are on Whitemane. I haven't really played much throughout the last week and something, week to 2 weeks. It's a little after the peak time, probably like an hour after peak. So let's see how many people online. Almost 3,000. So I guess it's a little bit less people online than it used to be like a week ago, but not much. A week ago at this time there could have been like 3,300, so I'd say maybe 400 players less at peak on Whitemane right now, which is still pretty impressive. Still puts it at number 1. I'm actually honor cap on this character, so I can't even run BGs, which is the thing I usually do. Yeah, well, you got enough time to level it up. Level 51? Well, it's not that far. Until level 85. They're pretty much halfway there at least. You got time until Friday. And I'm in this PvP guild. It's probably like a French PvP guild where I don't understand anything these people are saying in the guild chat, and I've never really seen any activity in the guild either. So I think I'm leaving it. And if you guys have any guild that you would recommend me to join, which is actually active and where I can do stuff, then let me know. because this has been a waste of time, this one. Hey, Charlie. Yeah, I'm also thinking I might make separate super short videos about those news. I don't know if it's really that newsworthy. Panda pre-patch on Whitemane? Likely. Likely Panda pre-patch is gonna be sooner on Whitemane than the entire Mists of Pandaria on Twin Star. I just played for making some professions on Twin Star. Well, that's a good idea. I was wanting to push some professions and skill them up on characters that I haven't finished them yet. But I don't know, that server is just so dead on pre-patch right now. I can't even be bothered. Let's check out some duels in the meantime. We still don't have the solo queue here. They said the solo queue would be on the server with 4.1 patch. I think they said it like a day ago or so. And I don't know when 4.1 patch is supposed to release here. Okay, this is pretty dead actually. People are queuing up for 2v2, judging from the announcements. And I'll have to probably do something with this window. There we go. I'm gonna whisper my arena partner if he's up to play some games. Or if I'm just gonna be AFK chilling here for the entire live stream. Luthor, I'm the rogue waiting for a dungeon. What kind of dungeon are you running? Probably heroics, right? Because we don't have the random hour of twilight yet, obviously. I haven't even done a single dungeon max level here. Should I? I don't know, might as well. Let's try random cataclysmic heroic. Oh, you're level 84, you're right. Yeah. How are you only level 84? Is that your first character? Or is that already like a 5th alt? I would expect way more people to be dueling here though. Seeing how many active arenas are going on right now. I'd expect way more people to be around here. Hey Walter, I just hit level 90 last week on Mistblade. Nice, how do you like it? How's Mistblade these days? Haven't been there for quite a while. Last time I was on Mistblade was probably like a half year ago. Oh, nice proc. Go Guardian. He's not trinketing. I'm popping everything. And I'm just killing him. Yeah. Well, that was easy. The first character, wow. Got mainly PvP and less PvE. That's my plan too. I was trying to do Barret and Hold, but one of them was a wipe fest and the other one we did it. I don't know. I didn't drop anything as always. I don't know how I'm so unlucky in Barret and Holds. Like, I go there once in many months. I go to Barret and Hold. And I never drop a single item. Never. Like, in the last 2 years, I haven't dropped a single item. And I've ran it, like, at least a few times. It's nice at least it was before TBC launched. Now we'll see. Yeah, I've already seen some population numbers dropping, so I don't know. I don't think it will be that severe. I think Mistblade's gonna do well still. This was so easy. There's respect. What if he's watching the live stream? He's like, no, my hero, MEYTRIX, he beat me in front of all these people. So like when I need a gear, everyone leather. When I don't need gear, no leather. When gear drops, I roll 5 or 25 max. When everyone pass, I roll 80 plus. Yeah. That's the story of my life. Maceblade was best Mississippi server, but it's too hard now to catch up with the cloak. I've never even done that cloak legendary, so I don't even know how much of an effort it takes. I know it's kind of easy to catch up with gear on Timeless Isle. I don't know about the legendary cloak. Okay, well, I guess I'll have to try the world chat tactic with looking for arena partner, which is probably not gonna end up very well. I'm probably gonna give it like 2 games until I get fed up and leave. I'm glad that we have the personal rating at least though. That's really nice. Okay, Rat looking for choose partner. Supposed to be good or I'ma kill myself. I'm gonna be honest. My biggest lag in WoW history is needed 100 on Deathbringer's Will Trinket. Oh. So you used all your luck there. Are you kidding me? He's running to Africa and the duel hasn't even started yet. I'm just gonna repentance him if he goes rapid fire. Yeah, he did, so I'm repentancing him. I'm stacking up on his pet a little bit. Now I'm gonna hit him. Oh, I have no cooldowns. Well, that's great, because duels don't reset them still. No progress in that regard. Let's hodge. I'm just getting holy power on this pet. Thank God he has his pet on me and that I'm actually able to get some holy power. I'm gonna do big exorcism, a hammer, do some damage on range. I'm gonna heal myself with a proc. No, I'm not. I'm not. I wouldn't make it. Okay, can I finish him? Hammer of Wrath? No, he's silenced. Ah, motherfucker. Kill? Nice. Even with no Guardian. This is not Twin Star, no, this is Whitemane Cataclysm. By the way, when will 1 versus 1 arena be a thing? I don't know if it will ever be a thing here on this server, unfortunately. I don't think it's planned. Yo, how's Twin Star Helios at the moment? Is it well scripted or not? It looks to be pretty well scripted, yeah, but it's only Mississippi pre-patch, so we haven't really seen that much. Hi, Credo! Hey, MEYTRIX, I've been trying to download add-ons, but I can't make them work. Do you have any website or something where I can get my hands on some juice add-ons? You can go to curseforge.com, that's where I get most of my add-ons. You go to, I don't know how it's called. Actually I can show you, since you're asking. CurseForge. I can show you right here. Go to CurseForge website and World of Warcraft. Where is it? Here. And then you go here, game, all versions, and you go down to, if it's Cataclysm, you go to 4.3.4. And then they show up here. Let's say you want Deadly Boss mods. And this is not the correct version, so you go to Files. Then you go to View All. And then you click on 4. No, go back. 4.3.4 for Cataclysm. And then you see how many downloads it has. The more downloads, the better. So this should be one of the newest versions here with 44,000 downloads. Click the download file and it should work for you. But it may be only an alpha here. Here it says A. So maybe the working version would more likely be this R. And it has more downloads as well. almost 1 million downloads, so I'd probably get this version over any other. If it doesn't work, you can get this one, but the ready versions, the R versions, are usually the ones to go for. This way the add-ons should work. You have to make sure that you extract the files in the folder, in your add-ons folder, and not in any other specific folder. Golden Jet, thanks. Can't wait for a really good Legion server. Me too. I wonder when Felsong's gonna launch. Work as I did just what he does, and they say like add-on doesn't work anymore or something, but I guess I try again. Well, you have to click load out-of-date add-ons too. You have to check that mark. And if they don't work for you, then you're probably doing something wrong. You can also join the community Discord if you go to one of the newer videos that I've uploaded. You can go there and join the Discord channel, and there I have uploaded all my add-ons too. Yeah, try a website, because Overwolf may only work for retail and classic. Oh, random dungeon, let's go. We'll probably have to go through the website. Čau, Radim. Toto je Whitemane Cataclysm. Pomerne nový server, ktorý je vonku nejaké 4 týždne teraz. I wonder we will wait at least a year for Tauri Legion. Yeah, it's probably still pretty far away. Oh no. Is this like the longest dungeon we could have gotten? Let me go the AoE seal. I don't even have it on my bars. Seal of Righteousness. There we go. Oh, dík. Dík za kompliment. Now this is gonna be boring. At least I have the Divine Storm. Now it's gonna pay off having a PvE ability with my PvP spec. See if I can top damage / recount show. Oh, the rogue is actually doing pretty good. Look at the rogue. He's going crazy. Combat rogue with Blade Flurry. Blade Flurry and melee attacks. He's not even doing anything. He's just AFK spamming auto attack and doing the best damage. Oh, he's actually got really good gear though. Look at that. Oh, this guy's buffed. He's probably just farming Valor points or something at this point. That originally released 1.5 or 2 years. I guess they didn't announce anything. Hard to say. I think they could release it earlier. But we had the announcement like a month ago from Tauri, where they said exactly what they've been working on and how's the progression going. So, based on that, I assume it's not too much work. I totally expect it around Christmas even this year. But yeah, it's really hard to assume. You gotta have fun on the servers that are out right now, because Tauri, that is a wild card. I had good time. And how you got to Dead Mines? Did they add heroic to all normal pre-60 dungeons? No, you have Dead Mines on Cataclysm and it's reworked. On Cataclysm it's a little bit different than it used to be on vanilla. It is a separate dungeon. You will see there will be like an entire storyline when we get later to the later bosses. If you stay on the live stream for that long, you will see. Left there because nothing in yeah. I was super surprised they announced anything too. I was like, what? And they didn't even tag people with that announcement. I don't even check anything on Discord unless I'm tagged usually. So this announcement just completely slipped my attention. And I was like, how do people know? And I was like, oh, well, it's been an announcement. Content je zameraný anglicky, hej. Je to po anglicky, alebo na čo po česky, no čo? By to pozeralo 50 ľudí ešte. A precvičím si tak aj pekne angličtinu. Ale mám tu aj nejaké československé videjka, ale to boli skôr také výnimky, že sme spravili nejaký livestream, kde sme sedeli s kamošom a natočili sme videjko o profesiách, také mega dlhé. Ešte pred vyše rokom. To nájdeš, to je v slovenčine napríklad. Ale to je fakt, že veľká výnimka. To sa nestáva. They say they have most of the legendary items implemented. It's not a lot, but they're still progressing on it. Waiting for Felson right now. It's too close to release. I don't know, is it? Is it? I think it's been close to release for a very long time. I'm losing my hope for the server. And if they're gonna release it at time when like Whitemane's, oh my god, am I gonna die? Never mind. If they're gonna release it around when Whitemane's Frostmourne is coming out, I don't know which one I would play. I would probably prefer Whitemane, to be honest. Well, this was pretty bad. At least I was not the only one that died. Is this Pandaria? No, this is Cataclysm on Whitemane. Not close at all, bro. Trust me. Source, trust me, bro. Can anybody res here? Mage and rogue, I guess not. Hey man, I didn't know you spoke more than English. Have a good time, Whitemane. Thanks. Yeah, I'm a man of many talents. I even speak some Spanish, imagine. I got some people from time to time coming on live stream and speaking Spanish to me because I replied to some of their comments in Spanish language. Yeah, Falsong's been delaying ever since 3 months ago when they promised us the 2022 launch. And now they don't even dare to tell us new updated dates or anything. How about Polish? I don't speak it. I could probably understand a few words, but not too many. I would still definitely speak English to a Polish person. I'm following a pole dancer that is Polish. But even there, it's like few words I can understand, but trying to understand the entire sentence is pretty difficult still. Could be popping my cooldowns on this boss since he's really dangerous, as we could see previously. Let's just pop wings, that could be enough for now. Yeah. Wings were enough because I'm gonna lose them in this deep freeze anyway. I'm gonna run to the entrance. The druid says that's the tactic, so I'm gonna do it. Are we supposed to kill these little boys? Probably. I did this dead mines like literally 3 times in my life. Haven't done this dungeon much at all. Actually, first time I ran through this dungeon ever was probably like a year ago on Apollo 3, and I was so surprised that it took me so long to get in here and actually do it. I was like, wow, I've really been focusing on PvP too much. We're just killing the boss in ranged. That's interesting. Playing it safe. What's an awesome you try to have fun like a feet? Are Balkan languages similar? They are similar, but I would still say for me personally it would be like I would understand every fifth word, let's say. So it would still not be enough to have a fluent conversation with anyone. But there are definitely similarities. Oh, that's a nice drop. Oh my god, can I get it? That's a really nice PvE cloak. No, the tank is needing for it. Who won? And the tank won. Tank won a DPS cloak. Oh my god. I'm gonna need for his tanking stuff. Fuck him. He wants to need for DPS stuff, I'm needing him for his tanking stuff then. Is Cataclysm fun to play? Not so much for me anymore since I've played it for so long. I've literally played it for 9 years now, on and off. So for me it's like, well, here we go again. But it is a good expansion though. I would still prefer overall, I would still probably prefer like Wrath of the Lich King. To me that's just so epic, the entire story, the dungeons are so iconic and everything. I would still, if I had to choose one, I would probably choose Wrath of the Lich King. I'm looking forward to Whitemane's Frostmourne. That's gonna be a lot of fun. I hope I get to play it actively. Oh, I gotta defend. Pop the defensives here. These guys hitting hard. And I pulled another one. So enjoy Mists of Pandaria more than Cata now? I do, because Mists of Pandaria is newer to me. It's still like I'm discovering the new class design and stuff like that. Although I've played Mists of Pandaria before, I forgot a lot about it. And just playing all the different specs, all the different classes, this is the first time I have that opportunity to play literally everything. Although I kind of had that when I was playing on Tauri's Warriors of Darkness realm, which has super boosted XP, so we were essentially able to level up in a matter of few hours and play whatever you wanted. But I definitely prefer to play on Twin Star and have those characters that I played on years ago. Like for the first time ever I tried Blood DK now on Mists of Pandaria, and it's so much fun. That it's actually a lot of fun. I'm thinking about playing a tank in PvP on Mists of Pandaria. Wonder if it's any playable if played properly. I think that could be very interesting. I'm half Georgian, half Turkish. I just understand a little Russian. Well, you have no excuse not to understand other languages then. Guys, have you played WoW Circle Legion X4? What are your feelings about it? Is it worth to play? Is there a ×4 realm on Circle? For Legion? Because I played the X11 recently, I don't know why would anybody play on X4 though. Oh, that's gotta be the old one, right? I think a year ago they launched X4 on Circle. And I think nobody liked it. When's Frostmourne released? I don't know. There's no official announcement yet. I assume it's gonna be about the same time as last year, which would be middle of April. So in around 2 to 3 weeks from now. But I'm still waiting for the announcement. They kind of like to keep us guessing on Whitemane. They don't really announce things too much in advance. Russian is like Balkan language. It is. It is very similar. One Star launching mob tomorrow? No, they delayed it. They delayed it until Friday, so it's not happening tomorrow. They just put out the news yesterday, I think, or 2 days ago. They're delaying it because they're behind on schedule. So I had everything ready to be able to play on launch and for the few days after, and they delay it without really even like, if they told us at least like 5 days before, minimum, I'd be like, okay, understandable. But they tell us 2 days before. Are you kidding me? Like, that's how much they respect their players. Actually, I have to pop my defense to look at this. Physical damage inflicted every 3 seconds, and it's literally killing me like crazy. The druid is spamming like regrowths on me. That's how much damage it does. I'm gonna pop my cooldowns here. This could be dangerous. Try to do some heavy damage. Wow, is the tank dying? No! Let's kill at least the mob. I'm gonna bob the healer. Let's try. No. Nope. Good try though. Yeah, I know. We were just checking the population numbers earlier during the live stream of Stormforge's Netherwing TBC, and Vincent 80K is live streaming it. So if you want to see the launch experience on their TBC, you can check it out on his channel. It's got really nice numbers, well over 4,000 players online, so that looks to be the best TBC server for this year. 25% damage every hit. Yeah, sounds about right. Yeah, so if Circle has X4 Legion Realm and X11, X4 is going to be the old one, as I said. And that one presumably was even worse quality-wise than the new one. And the new one isn't really amazing either. So I don't even want to imagine how bad the X4 is. Because I played on X11 and I wasn't really that impressed. And the more I played on it, the more issues I was seeing. Especially the missing features that I promised, like the, what was it, the 1v1 solo queue and stuff like that. Still wasn't up 2 weeks after the launch or something. So I'm probably done with that server forever. I don't think I would care for WoW Circle anymore. Maybe I will check it out again if they've fixed any of the issues, but I don't think so. I I don't think that will happen. There is no hope for that server. Are you kidding me? Only 3 pieces left to be full? I guess that 50% honor counts then. TBC's fun, but imagine you're in Tenaris and you need to go back to Orgrimmar just to train your spells. Oh. They could have at least implemented automatically learned spells then. I'm surprised they didn't. Yeah, that is extremely annoying. I don't know how the XP rates are though. If there's not like super boosted XP, then it's like not that big of a deal, I guess, because you don't really have to travel that much anyway. Because it takes time to level up, but I don't remember how much XP rates there were supposed to be. Oh. Oh, I got a combat rise. But I have 0 mana. And I have no mana potion, nothing. Can't even apply my... This is too much for me, I'm a poor PvP player. They're just not doing well, players are weird, tons of bugs. Yeah. I don't know how they're getting such big population numbers though. If they're so bad scripted. Oh, did he get bugged? The healer is like stuck here, not being able to do anything. That's pretty messed up. Look at him. Jules Wellblowed. Zmenil si meno? Nemal si nejaké dlhšie meno predtým? Ja v pohodke som stále chorý, takže vlastne na piču. Ty sa máš, dúfam, lepšie. A máme tu bugnutého healera, pozri. Je úplne staknutý chudák. Ten je úplne v piči. Ten skončil. Normálne, že skončil. Oh, that's another DPS drop, and I hope the tank needs on it. Yeah, he did, but I want it. Fucking piece of shit tank needing for every single piece of gear that is for DPS. Who's bad scripted? Whitemane? No, we were talking about WoW Circles Legion. Those are DPS gloves. You already stole the DPS cloak. Ha! Fucking dumbass tank. Look what he says. Pal, give me the gloves. Those are the gloves for DPS. He wants my DPS gloves when he already stole a DPS cloak before. Are you kidding me? I bet you he's gonna vote kick me and they actually confirm it. I would not be surprised one bit. Zmenil si to, vidíš, jak si pamätám. They get such big numbers, I would probably for a reason that there are pretty much no other Legion servers, which could be anything popular. I don't know. They have pretty decent numbers on their Cataclysm, on their BFA, and on the other servers too, so I don't know. It's not just their Legion. Pal is now tanking. How about you... Wait. What a fucking dumbass. Okay, kick him. Ninja, looting. There you go. Yeah, they actually kicked him. Nice. What a dumbass. I'm gonna go run back. Thank God this is not Wrath of Lich King, where we would have to run all the way back to dead mines and through the cave. WoW Circle not ever have a good server, always lag, bad scripted quests, etc. I don't know. Never really played on it actively before, as far as I remember. Yeah, but it was never known for very good scripting. Their Wrath of Lich King is massively popular too, by the way. Is our healer still bugged? It's probably okay now. Because even if Felsong launches, the Circle Legion will be empty pretty soon. Yeah, I think even if Felsong doesn't launch, I think WoW Circle's Legion will be pretty much dead anyway. I don't think many people... I think many people probably left within the first few weeks. Population is probably half by now. I haven't checked in a long time, but that's what I think. It's ×3 on Netherwing? Okay. That's not much for TBC though. Not much at all. Only the few really passionate TBC players will be able to hit max level with ×3 on TBC, I think. Considering the very huge pop increase could be on Tauri when they launch, if that will be actually released in server as mob was, and pretty much everyone will be storming Tauri. Yeah. Tauri could easily go 5,000 and more people online at launch. Completely easily. They could go all the way to like 8,000 on launch. I don't think there's anything stopping them from having at the very least 5,000. It's gonna be crazy. Is Wrath of Lich King Circle also the same per quality? Not played on only on official Wrath of Lich King. I can't really tell because the only thing I've done on Circle is solo queue arenas and 1v1 arenas and maybe BGs, but only few. And I know there's a bunch of players running around with Shadow Moors that they bought on the shop because it's super cheap on Circle. So it's very affordable and it almost makes it necessary for you to buy it to be any competitive, because otherwise everyone else is gonna smoke you because they have it. And I've also heard that some of the spells scale way differently from, let's say, Whitemane. I can't really compare it to retail because I've never played Wrath of Lich King on retail besides Classic, but Classic is still only on the first PvP season, so the numbers are still way different, so I don't really have anything to compare it to. So it's hard for me to say whether Whitemane is the server that is not scripted properly or if it's WoW Circle. $4.6k on Circle Legion, they lost 2.5k online. I don't even remember how many players they had back then. I made videos about it, but I don't remember. Okay, we gotta run away from that, I assume. Overdrive. Pop wings at least. 7k was peak at first days after launch on Circle. That is possible. Whoa. Let me help with the healing maybe. Nice, and I got some achievement too. I swear this is the longest dungeon in the entire game. At least out of the Cataclysm dungeons. Next time I got dead mines, I'm leaving instantly. This is ridiculous. How long has it been going on? 40 minutes. And we're not even close to last boss yet. 40 minutes. Literally a 1 hour long dungeon. I could have done a fucking raid in that time. I could have done Throne of the Four Winds probably in like half the time. Yo, Psycho. Probably we're on Dead Mines on vanilla server now. There is really long, no BC length, but because of difficulty. Yeah. I don't even queue up for dungeons anymore if I'm at level range 15 to 25, because I don't want to run Dead Mines and I don't want to run Wailing Caverns and Ragefire Chasm. I'm sick of those 3 dungeons. I never want to be there again. Ever. I have no idea how much time Throne of the Four Winds takes. There's only 2 bosses, so I assume not that much. I was there like once, many years ago, so I don't really remember. Yeah, Temple of Atalakar. That literally is a labyrinth. I get lost in that one every single time. If I don't follow someone really closely, then I get lost in that dungeon every single time. That's one of the dungeons you don't really run that often. So those dungeons between like level 35 to level 55, you don't really run them that much. God, that is even more boring, trust me. It's cut down pretty much 4 bosses around main room. Wait, 4 bosses around main room? Where? Oh, you mean the temple? I don't even know. Did they change it on Cataclysm? I didn't know they changed it. Okay, they just copy paste all dungeons. But I really like the Mistipendary version of... What is SM? Hold on. It's not Silvermoon, because there are no dungeons in Silvermoon. SM dungeons. Oh, Scarlet Monastery. Got it. I got it first before you told me. So proud of myself. Yeah. That was a nice rework, yeah. It's always nice to see some of the old stuff reworked and being made updated and interesting again after a long time. What happened to Whitemane being classless high-risk FFA PvP? I think that realm is still in like alpha stage or public test realm stage or beta stage or something. It's just a separate realm, it's not this one. Cheater, you looked at chat. No, it wasn't in chat yet. It appeared in chat like 3 seconds after. Simple to finish Scarlet Monster dungeons compared to Cataclysm dungeons. Oh, absolutely. Oh, 1,000 times easier. Especially time-wise, it takes way shorter to finish them. And even classes on Mist of Pandaria are probably a little bit boosted. Like now on Twin Stars Helios pre-patch, you do way more damage with classes at the same level with the same gear that we had on Cataclysm with the Mist of Pandaria class design. It is way easier to do dungeons and stuff like that now. This boss is actually pretty difficult here. I was thinking like, what is Asmongold talking about saying Cataclysm dungeons were tough, but this one boss is a real bitch. This one's really hard. Project Dues was supposed to merge into Whitemane. It kind of is merging. I don't know if you can call it merge. But is it called Shadow Song, the other realm? That's the one that's gonna be classless. It's not this one. Maelstrom was always supposed to be Cataclysm. IG leveling mop is more easy than anything before that. Definitely, I would say so. It gets way easier with Cataclysm and then way easier with Mist of Pandaria. The toolkit is way bigger too, so you have so many more abilities to press. Everything becomes way easier. Monks are really doing too much damage right now. They should nerf. What do you mean, a Mist of Pandaria pre-patch? Or where? Think that Mist of Pandaria server will get 3k popular stuff. Doesn't look promising logging and then seeing 20 players. I think it will. That was my prediction. I still stick by it. But I'm pretty disappointed they delayed the launch, so. Like, whoa, that's a big turn off for me. Like, I might say I'm expecting a few less people just because of the launch delay now. If it was launched yesterday, I mean tomorrow as it was supposed to be, I would be like 3k, it's gonna happen. But now, like even I don't feel like playing there as much anymore because they're doing shit like this. Like what the fuck is that? Complete disrespect to my time and anybody else's time that wanted to play on the launch day. Complete disrespect letting us know 2 days in advance. 2 fucking days. Well, obviously I will play there no matter what. Even if they fucking launch it at 2 in the morning. No, not in that case. Well, you know what I mean. On Helios, monks doing too much damage? I don't know. I faced monks in PvP, in duels, in 1v1, and I don't feel like they would be overtuned. I didn't really have much of an issue with them. So I don't know. I think there are many classes that are hitting way harder. Population of the server, it's almost 3,000. Hold on, this is a tough boss, I gotta focus. I'm still gonna mess up really bad because I don't know the tactic here. And I've asked it like a million times before, so I don't want to ask it again. And I never understood it. So I'm just gonna pop my defensive bubble when I'm really dying. Trying to dodge this green shit, do as much damage until I die. Eat only good food. Well, which one's good? Here? This? I think I got it. But I'm still fucking dying. I'm gonna bubble here. Wait, did I just die through a bubble? I bubbled, no? I did bubble, there's a cooldown on it. What the heck? Sorry, back to the population question. Just under 3,000. And this is like 2 hours after peak, so peaking probably at around 3,000 or a little bit more daily. I really like playing my warrior on Tauri mob. Once you have many skills, press mobs, you're dying pretty fast. Warriors are busted on Mr. Pandaria. Completely crazy. Very good choice of a class, especially Arms Warrior. Not so much Fury or Prot. I've been PTRing on Warcraft. The good devs left Averlug and made a new server. You should really check it out. I'm checking it out from time to time on Vincent 80K's live streams, but I'm not a fan of vanilla. So I'm not really gonna play any vanilla server, but it's looking really good. I like the class changes and everything that Warcraft does. It's looking like a nice server. I hope it gets more attention and more population, more interest from players, because I think it deserves it. And they do a lot of fun events too for the players. They make it interesting. When Tauri Legion comes out, nobody knows. Tank Monk does more than DPS. Really? I should try then. Brewmaster Monk. Oh, Brewmaster Monk should be pretty good. I think that should be one of the really strong specs. I haven't seen any though. Haven't really done much of a PvE either since they were out. Yeah, bubble did go off. Okay. I didn't get a special invite link. I just connected to the server and I'm testing it. Was super chill, making meme specs viable. Yeah, I don't think I needed anything either. I played there for like 1 day when there was one of the events. But what do I do here? Oh, whoa, okay. That was a bad idea. Weren't we supposed to be in that cooking thing? They were about to put us in the lava bowl. Is that a bug or something? Oh, now I can't enter. Unable to zone in while an encounter is in progress. Well, that's pretty fucked up. That is pretty fucked up, boy. Try to use the teleporter, see what happens. Ship parts, I guess. Entering combat. Who's attacking me? Wait, so they're running back now? to the boss show. And the boss is waiting here for us. How does this dungeon work? I don't know. Probably just gonna wait here. See what happens. Leaving comment. No, not to ship part. TP out. Where? Where then? Teleport back to the middle. Metal and scraps. Okay. Thank you. Good that I have you here. I would have been lost. What the fuck? Dude! I was like 3 yards away. Are you kidding me? What's the fucking range of that thing? I'm like this far and it goes like zzz. It literally reaches out from its range just to fucking kill me. No, this is not Apollo. This is Whitemane Cataclysm. Oh, it's off. Okay. You have to eat the food to get the buff. I don't know, there's a bunch of shit all over the ground. Can't really keep track of what I should click on. Eat food to get the buff. Interesting. What vanilla server we were talking about wallcraft. Where's that guy running? Server name is Warcraft and they are adding a lot of hardcore full loot PvP stuff there too, which is a big selling point to me. What are the news? The news were at the beginning of the live stream, you missed it. About Stormforge Burning Crusade that is doing really well and has over 4,000 players. Then about Twin Star Helios Mists of Pandaria being postponed. The launch is not happening tomorrow, but it's happening on Friday. And there was probably something else. Bubble and go through, yeah. Beast Mastery, Hunter, Start of Mists of Pandaria. Hunters overall. Beast Mastery, Survival, Marksmanship, all 3 specs, totally viable competitively. It's crazy. Oh, they're killing some stuff here. Look at that. I'm helping. Oh, now I got the speed buff. Nice. I was like, how did I get it? Picks for the best by specs. I was thinking of Boomkin, Fire Mage, Affliction Alley. Well, what do you mean? What expansion? Because we're literally talking about 4 different expansions at the same time. Teleport to ship and then just wait for your team there. Yeah. Deflection, parry chance increased. Chance for range. Okay, so it's just probably basically missing all the spells. Okay. Best BG specs for Cataclysm? Well, marksmanship hunters are always the killers in BG, so if you want to kill people, have the most honorable kills and so on, and never die because you're so far away from everyone, then you can just play marksmanship on literally any expansion. If you want to do most DPS in BGs, then go Ellie Shaman, Balance Druid, or Affliction Warlock if you want a multi-dot. I'm not a big fan of that, changing targets all the time. Or Fire Mage if you can keep track of the dots and ignites for big Pyroblasts. But overall, the easiest for DPS in BGs are Ellie Shaman and Balance Druid. Really easy rotations too. And then for healers, Holy Paladin, Resto Shaman probably. Maybe more so even Resto Druid than Resto Shaman. Probably Resto Druid and Holy Paladin top picks for healers for BGs. And then overall in BGs, you always want to play ranged over melee, because melees just die. What the fuck? How am I still dying here? I look away and I'm dead. But we did it. It only took an hour. A fucking hour to do one dungeon, and I dropped one single item. I dropped one more, but it's pretty much useless because it's agility. Thank you. Thank you, boys. What's the population like on that server at the moment? Right now there's almost 3,000 players, but this is already after peak hours. The peak hours were like 2 hours ago. So it goes daily just over 3,000 players online at one time. And Whitemane's been pretty good. Definitely the best Cataclysm server by a landslide. No competition in that regard. Which is amazing. To be the best for one World of Warcraft expansion, that's a really big compliment. Like, as much as Whitemane is the go-to for Wrath of Lich King, there's Whitemane for Cataclysm, Stormforge for Mist of Pandaria, Stormforge also for TBC, which is crazy that Stormforge has #1 for 2 different expansions now. That is unreal. But they failed with Wrath of Lich King really miserably. So even them, they can't do it all. Nobody's perfect. Still couldn't fight with Whitemane. Nice, I want to play but can't justify splitting my time between a dozen servers. Yeah. I had to stop doing many things to be able to do this. I had to be like, no, I'm not going out, I'm not working, I'm not cooking, I'm not sleeping, I'm just playing all the different private servers. But this one is definitely one of the best private servers at the moment. I hope it stays that way, that they can keep it going. It's not the best scripted Cataclysm server though. The best scripted Cataclysm server will still be Twin Star Apollo, but it's mostly dead, so I would still recommend Whitemane. Okay, what now? Nobody responded to my search. Red looking for choose partner. Pref blonde girl pretty / whisper me. That's tough. I don't know if we were gonna find a choose partner that is a blonde girl that's pretty. I don't know, man. Mark, hey. Yeah, I'm playing Stormforge TBC right now, and it's pretty crazy populated. Although TBC has probably the lowest retention because of the time invested to get into rating. I think that's going to be the issue. I think many people are going to quit because they're not even going to be able to level up to max. But you can probably still buy the boost. If not now, then it will probably be available just like on Stormforge. You know, the XP boost where you get extra XP for a limited amount of time. So I guess some people that will really want to play on TBC on Stormforge will be able to pay for the XP boost and get to the max level that way, but I think that could be a big issue. Times 3 XP rates and trying to get to max level and gear up for raids is going to be very tough. What's up, how are you doing, Choose? What's your rate? Cheers from Hungary. I haven't really done many arenas at all. I haven't even capped my arenas this week yet. And I've literally only capped last week. So I have 865 rating. I kept here on my Paladin, I kept on my DK. And now I've been texting my arena partner from Twin Star if he wants to play here. And he wasn't playing since the arena season began. So he might want to play with me tomorrow or one of these days. But he's also a disc priest, so it's not really a good comp for either Retribution or Unholy DK. It's gonna be like, okay, we're gonna play because we're friends and we know how to play, but we're definitely not playing an ideal comp. It's gonna be pretty boring because it's a healer comp. I would 100% prefer to play double DPS, but what can you do? I'm literally not able to find anyone else that knows even semi what he's doing. The terrible experience I've had with people playing here in the arena is like good enough for cap, I guess. But even then, I sometimes just quit. I couldn't do it anymore. The mob server is that the taste for blood of back in the days, stack 5x one shot. What class do you mean? Because taste for blood is a blood DK talent, I think. But I don't think it would ever one shot. Nice, is there tough PvP community? Mainly Unholy Frost DK. If I get some good infos, we'll level a DK there. What do you mean tough? Like people know how to play? No, they don't. They certainly don't. It's pretty bad. I was like, it's Cataclysm. Everybody knows how to play Cataclysm at this point. No, they don't. They have no fucking idea how to trinket a fucking rogue blind. Literally one rule when you're playing against a rogue is to trinket blind. And they don't do it. How many people are playing right now in Whitemane? Can you check please? Sure. Here you go. 2,893 players right now. How to skip 60 to 80 leveling on Whitemane? You will get an email in your mailbox when you hit level 60. And you will open it. And it will give you gear and you will skip levels. Here you will click on the mailbox. Here you will get mail from Sally Whitemane, Arise my champion, and it's gonna be here. You just open it. Simple. I made this priest, maybe I start Whitemane after reach 85 on Helios. You could. What are your arms? Taste for blood? There's something similar, and it's overpowered. Overpower ability when procs. I don't know if it's called Taste for Blood. It might be. It might be Taste for Blood. When you get the proc, you're able to use the overpower ability, but there's nothing like one shots here. At least not on Cataclysm or Mist of Pandaria or anywhere. Nothing like that. I'm gonna main Helios when it comes out. I would like to. If it's not a big disappointment, I will. but there's a chance it will disappoint. And I thought it would come out tomorrow, and it doesn't. But yeah, the plan is to main it, but still play on other servers too. It's gonna be like, I'm gonna rush through levels to level 90 on as many characters as I can, gear them up as fast as possible on Helios, and that's gonna probably take like a week or two, and then I can go like 50-50 between Helios and whatever's out there, whether it's Whitemane, whether it's Warmane, Frostmourne 4, whatever it is. What's the first class you're gonna play on Helios? I don't know, good question. Probably something like Paladin, DK, maybe Warrior, and then Warlock. This will be probably my top 4. And I think the first 2 are gonna be Death Knight and Paladin. And they're probably gonna be like, I'm gonna be leveling both of them at the same time and gearing them up. Because I've always been the biggest fan of Paladins and DKs, so that just makes sense for me to play those 2. It's the safest bet. And at this point I'm pretty confident playing with DK with all its specs. And with Paladin I haven't really played Holy spec yet, but I will during this pre-patch, so I should be ready and know really well about every single DK and Paladin spec. So I'll be ready to play it on the end game as well. We're still gonna get some 2 extra abilities on every class when we're leveling, but it's not gonna change that much. Ally Horde on Helios? I'm both. I have more characters on Alliance, so there's a better chance I'm gonna play a little bit more of Alliance than Horde, but I would still like to play both. But it's probably gonna be like 70 to 80% Alliance and 20 to 30% of Horde. It's probably mostly gonna be Alliance, I think. And will probably also be based upon who I'm gonna be playing with a little bit, because there's no cross faction outside of Battlegrounds. So if I want to play with specific community, with specific people, arena partners and so on, I will have to be that specific faction, unfortunately. I transfer all my 12 characters to Alliance. Yeah, well, it's for free. And now you're getting the ×2 reputations, justice, and honor, and professions. So right now it's really good to be Alliance. What is this? Frost Mage, of course, right? No, it's Fire Mage. Okay, that could be fun. Do you want Invis? No, you don't. Rebuffing. Oh, he missed his Dragon's Breath. I'm gonna probably Repentance him here. He's gonna Trinket, is he? I'm gonna pop my Guardian. Jump on him. Okay, defend against his Pyroblast. I'm running low on mana though here. I'm gonna bubble here. Heal myself. Do some big damage. He's spawning more for me. Okay, he needs to reset. Nice. I'm gonna do some range damage. I might have to Hodge. Okay, let's judge. He's gonna be down to Cauterize here. Why is he not trying? I'm disappointed, mister. What the fuck? Virtue, you should do Blackrobe, Warmane, Road to 2200, like a whole series with montage and commentary, weekly update. I would like to, but for that I would probably need an arena partner, which for me is too much to ask for. Gargoyle is crazy trying Mr. Panero. Is it really? I felt like it was the craziest on Wrath of Lich King Cataclysm. Is it still Mr. Panero as crazy as it used to be? Hell, server name Whitemane Maelstrom Cataclysm. Can we level in BGs on Helios? I hope so. That would be so amazing. I hope they're gonna have those boosted XPs still. They used to have it on Apollo Cataclysm realms, so I would hope we will get it for BGs on Helios. Fingers crossed, but I can't guarantee. But that would be awesome. That would be so fast leveling and so much fun. What's the time investment to hit 85? Depends. For me, it's super long because I'm not a fast leveler. So for me, it's literally like, I don't know, 20 hours easily. For someone else, it might be like 10 hours. I don't know. How's Rogue in this first patch of Mop? Any good? Or I should go Beast Mastery? Well, Hunter is definitely a good pick every single time because there's going to be at least one overpowered spec, if not all three of them, because on Mystic Pandaria they're all good. And Subtlety Rogue is always good, no matter what patch, what expansion. You're never gonna go wrong with Subtlety Rogue. Just Goblin, hi. Oh, Just Goblin, wait, then I should say Goblin, hi. Guys, has anyone played Argus WoW? Is it worth playing? Isn't that the one that is like cross server with UWoW? I think it's essentially the same server. Argus WoW is UWoW. At least that's how I understood it. First time Red Pal, I'm still excited to play max level. So am I. I don't know if you remember me when we spoke about Legion service. I'm playing on the Scata server now too. Well, it's good to have you. I saw you somewhere. I remember you, but I don't know if it was from this live stream. But I know that it's not the first time I'm hearing your nickname. Are you opening a guild on Helios? I don't think so. I would rather join one. I don't really have that kind of time and commitment into like one faction or one character where I could lead a guild. Maybe contact some Whitemane PvP YouTuber and do it with him. Maybe. But who's the one Whitemane PvP YouTuber? There's only Nibai. So that's the only person I could play with. There's no other Whitemane PvP YouTuber, at least that I know of. Any good instant max level PvP private server except Whitemane? Panda WoW is decent for Mystic Pandaria. Another mage, of course. Why are mages always challenging me? They want to make me mad. Go, mister. You want to invest or something? I'm thinking there's not really many good instant PvP private servers out there. Panda WoW's been around for a very long time, and it's relatively populated still. But only in the evenings, I'd say. Not really before then. Okay, I'm gonna use Zealotry, heal myself a little bit. Not gonna be able to move here since I'm under the pets. Okay. I could trinket this. I'm bubbling. I'm gonna chase him. Okay. Hodge, that blink. That was a mistake, my friend. Blinking like that. Okay, so down to cauterize. Yeah. And now he has to reset with food. Or evocation at least, yeah. No, I just fucking freedomed. He didn't even get me in the fucking... He doesn't even spell steal anymore, he just gave up on it. I'm gonna do a big Templar. Okay, I think I might have him unless he kills me on this. Yeah, I got him. Woo. Seems like we're in a golden age of great private servers and custom ones too. Yeah, there's a lot of really, really good private servers right now that are coming out. It's a really good time for private server players, I would say so too. Definitely a really, really good time. It's even a little bit too many private servers, but they're still delaying the launches. So we're still waiting for like at least 3 more that have been confirmed to launch sometime about now. I was expecting to have way more work with private servers and playing and leveling and gearing the characters up at this point, but they're still delaying all of them, so not yet. You're gonna be streaming Helios when it comes out? Of course I will. What's less populated in your opinion, tank or healer? Would like to RDF spam? It's usually tanks. I feel like there's usually more healers, but not always. I think tanks are usually more wanted. We spoke in comments under a Legion video, possibly. Now there's plenty of Whitemane PvP YouTubers. Really? Name them. Linguster's Pro Rogue who uploads regularly. Is that the guy that played on Tauri Legion? I think it's him. I know who you mean. He clickbaits his videos. I don't like that. Bro, Hordside Durotar dual area is depressing compared to Elven. So much more people there. I regret one undead rogue mod with human racials. Yeah, that's what I regret too. That I don't have the other perspective, that I'm not in Elven Forest on Whitemane at all. And overall I prefer Elven Forest dual zone. I'm also way more used to it, especially on Cataclysm. So I really miss it. It's definitely the PvP zone of my preference if I have to choose between Durotar and Elven. I enjoy Cata back in Monster WoW, so I give the server a try. Arms War is fun finally. Yeah, it is definitely a fun spec. Until you face rogues, ferals and mages. Then it becomes a frustrating spec. Going to duel you two next time. You know, focus macro is kind of annoying in same case to click players in BG. Not all the time, but still. Focus macros? You mean to like place person in focus? You just do /focus in your macro, that's it. Actually played Panabo since 2015, but yeah, it's pretty dead since Stormfront launch. Yeah. He's still active. I have like 5 rogues, top 20 something this season. Impressive. Mike, yeah, he's spamming those solo queues like crazy. I'm seeing him doing that a lot. But he's also probably playing like some fucking dumb heal comps in 2v2 with disc priests and shit like that. He wouldn't know how to play with a Retribution Paladin, most likely. My experience, tanks are more wanted for dungeons, but healers are more wanted for raids. I don't know. I feel like there's still a lack of tanks for raids too. Are you a PvP Paladin? Yes. Among many other classes, because I really like playing almost everything. Anyway, leveling a warrior at the moment, my main more DK on Helios. Do you have fast gears at level 85 in BGs? Not so fast, really. Not so fast. I would recommend, if you have a fresh character, buy or craft yourself the Bloodthirsty, I think it's Bloodthirsty PvP gear at level 85 for fresh character. That gives you really, really good item level and great stats. Seems to have a good experience with DK early Mississippi go Frost or Unholy. And how's Gargoyle the start of Mississippi? I'll definitely go Unholy. Frost is pretty decent actually, but Unholy is always king. It's more complex but more rewarding as well. So I'm definitely going Unholy. I don't know how good is Gargoyle though. I've never really paid much attention to it. I just pop it and I'm like, do your own thing, Mr. Gargoyle. I also hate healer DPS. They're usually less skill dependent. Yeah, like who even communicates if they play healer DPS comp in 2v2? People don't even care to communicate together. Because there's nothing to communicate about. It's so easy. And it's boring. You're just hitting someone. They're trying to survive. You're trying to survive. Like, and having 20-minute games? No, thank you. Yeah, Frost DKs overall on any expansions are very, very squishy. They're good for BGs when they have healers around and stuff like that. Landing killing blows, doing big burst damage. But they don't have that kind of survivability. It was even said that there will be 1v1 arena here, or I just got confused by this solo 1v1. I don't think it was ever said, but I don't think it was ever like rejected. I don't know. There's probably that suggestions tab on Discord where you could check. I don't think it was ever like publicly said. I was hoping there would be 1v1 arena, but seeing as we don't even have the solo queue yet, they're pretty behind on what they wanted to have implemented at this point. So you gotta give them time. Maybe due time there will be 1v1. I would wish. Because now I have nothing to do. Nobody to play with. The best class for PvP for beginners? Frost DK. If you're beginner to PvP or in WoW or whatever, just go Frost DK. Performs pretty well. And it's so easy to play. You only communicate when you face double DPS as a healer comp. Kind of. I mean, maybe not even then. You just overlap all defensive cooldowns on top of each other. You survive for a couple seconds and then you kill someone. What professions do you recommend Whitemane for Hunter? I would go engineering, tailoring, especially for hunters. But it doesn't really matter that much. As long as you have that 80 stat bonus, you're fine too. So if you have blacksmithing, alchemy and stuff like that, it's all good. But I'd still go tailoring, engineering ideally for the proc and on use. A good arena is actually Frost says will be 1v1 arena after we'll balance more classes. Boring and easy. I'd rather die for one small mistake but one shot something. Oh no, Credo, you're the king! 3.3.5 custom server released their alpha yesterday called Valandier. You have to check it out. They released a rune system. Man, there's so many custom 3.3.5 servers. So many. So many. What the fuck is this guy doing? Foster, what did you call him? Froster? Oh, it's you. Very good moves. I was actually thinking about learning how to dance just by imitating the World of Warcraft characters. They have such a good moves. Never liked the DK rune system. You need to be very strict and careful what you press. You will rune starve and be useless for 10 seconds. I prefer class with mana pools that just care about CDs. It's not that bad though, especially with Frost DKs. You have those death runes. I think you have them on Mesa Pandaria, right? Do you? I'm not even sure which expansions you get the death runes instead of blood runes. But it's not really that difficult. I don't really keep track of runes ever. I just keep track of the main abilities that I need to press to have my dots up on the target and then pressing Scourge Strike for Unholy DK, for instance. Dots, Scourge Strike, Fast Ring Strike. That's all you have to care about. You don't have to track the runes at all. I was Game Master at Qual Sarar. Oh. I heard about that server. Did I play there? I did. For a little bit. For a few minutes, to be exact. Oh, there's a GM Froster. Okay. I was Game Master on Purple WoW. We have so many Game Masters here. By the way, happy you have so much more viewers. Have a good night. You too. Thanks. I'll be going to bed now too. I'm actually pretty fucking late. I should have been off already. We're going to be disgusting at the start of Mr. Pandaria. It is. All throughout Mr. Pandaria is going to be disgusting. Okay, I gotta go to sleep. I'm really late already. and I just overcharged my battery on my phone by mistake. Good seeing you people, good catching up with you. Although I've been like just chatting for the last 30 minutes. What's your thoughts on Duskhaven? It's a nice server, looks good. I like to see custom vanilla servers, and I like to see vanilla back. It's nice that people that like that expansion have a place to play. And I appreciate anyone that puts their time and effort into something extra, not just Bliss like vanilla. But I'm not a big vanilla server fan myself, so I would not play there. Miss the stream. Yeah, you can replay it. Yeah, good night everyone. Bye.